everyone, this is Karen for OHC. Welcome to Creating Space, and today we'll talk with the founder of this amazing organic products behind me from Daila Herbal Community Enterprises. Please welcome mother, entrepreneur, and community leader Aleli Pansacola. Hi,
Hi!
Miss Aleli! Welcome to your
You
home. Nandito ako sa bahay mo.
ganun ba? From my house to your house.
Yes. Welcome to Creating Space. We're so honored that you're with us today. And can you see at our background are your amazing organic products?
Good.
Yeah. Miss Aleli, first, today we're celebrating International Women's Month. And so we'll talk about faces of a woman. I've been with Miss Aleli for the last 3 to 4 days, and we will talk for hours and hours on end. And I would really record everything that she's saying because these are super precious. And so, hi Clara for watch. Thank you for watching. And so it's really an honor that she gets to share her story with you. But first question, I have a Miss Universe question for you, Miss Aleli. What is the essence of a woman?
Hmm. Should I give a Miss Universe answer too? But the essence of a woman really is nurturing, caring, loving. No, kasi like I said, pag kailangan mo yung love and care, ordinarily, you go to the mother and not to the father. Di ba?
True.
You seek the company of a woman instead of a man.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that is the essence of a woman. Parang uh, mas softer kasi ang woman kaysa sa man.
Yeah. And gentler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of nurturing, one, yeah, people here are joining us.
Oh, hello,
Lucito is
hello.
here,
Hi, Tito.
and Clara's also watching. Hi, Clara. Please feel free to join the conversation. Please
Okay.
ask your questions or leave a comment. But my question to you is, how was your journey like? What was your journey like as a mother?
Uh, Sweet and beautiful at first. And then it became very difficult, and then it became very sweet again. Talagang
Oh,
major up and down. But I am so proud of my children because they grew up in spite of all the problems that we had in our marriage. And what can I say? Uh, ato kasi, maybe it's because here in the Philippines we are third world country. We have
yes.
double standards. So, um, difficult talaga. Kasi lalo na a marriage that has a lot of expectations.
Mm.
Yun.
Yeah, it's difficult for a woman with from.
It's
Does you
very,
also mention, Mommy Aleli? Sometimes a mother loses herself in a marriage or in a family.
oo, kasi especially sa akin, ano, kasi I grew up in a convent. I studied in a Catholic convent, ano?
Mhm.
And siyempre, tinuturo sa amin yung mga Catholic values. So, I kept on
Yeah.
to it. But I married a man who had a different family background, ano? And wala yun sa values nila. And
Mhm.
so, paano ba yun? Mahirap kasi magkaibang values.
Yeah.
And parang I had to take over some of the responsibilities that a father should have. Parang ganon, you are in a marriage but you're a single mother. Parang ganon.
Yeah. Yeah. But a lot of women that I talk to, especially the ones from the NGO, they say in the Philippines talaga, like you said, double standards. Mas maraming responsibilidad yung woman
Yes.
in a marriage than the man.
Yeah, that's true. Kasi, especially, yun na nga, gawa ng double standards. Kasi, ah, hindi nila iniisip yun eh. Parang it's not part of their responsibilities. And of course, the children stays with the mother. And so, nagiging responsibility ng mother. Parang ganon.
Mm-mm. Yeah, because I
Sometimes,
can just imagine the woman takes care of the husband, the woman takes care of the household, and the woman takes care of the family. Who, meron pa bang oras yung woman for herself?
yung mga first years ng marriage ko kasi, uh, you become a homemaker. You become a mother then, ano. So, dito kasi ang women nga, really are supposed to stay at home. So,
Yeah.
ang nangyari, parang, lumit ang mundo ko. Ang
Mm-mm.
mundo ko naging bahay, eskwela, simbahan, palengke, grocery, and because I had 7 children, parang I didn't have time for anything else.
Right.
Parang ganon. And then, lalo na when you are starting, it's not as if I married and everything was provided for, kasi
Yes.
we really started with nothing. And so you had
Mm-mm.
to help out with the needs of the family, needs of
Mm-mm.
the household. Ah, ano kasi eh, mahirap kasi yung journey ko as a mother.
Mother.
Yeah, because I had a very different story. I don't know whether this is the ano to tell that
Yeah,
story.
but how did you find yourself? How did you find yourself again in that journey?
Again, I had to leave my home. I had to I had to leave my home, and I had to go back to my identity as myself. Kaya what I use now is my maiden name. I have been using that for a long time. And
Mm-mm.
although sometimes it hurts kasi iba yung family name ng mga children ko, and so whatever I do sometimes hindi para bang Pansacola, Crespo yung aking mga children. So, anything that I do that gives awards or whatever which I got later, hindi ano sa kanila, parang ganon.
Died, no,
Nakatay
because of
sa
the family name.
oo.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah.
an entrepreneur who started with 500 pesos.
Ah,
'Di ba?
that is
Ako,
only
I find
one
it so
story.
amazing.
That's only one story because I had gone into several businesses, and every time I
Yes.
go to a business, I have always started with nothing, zero. This one, yung sinabi mong 500 pesos was when I had to leave home and I had to decide to start my own company because I realized nga na I lost my identity na. Wala na, hindi na ako, nasaan na si Aleli, parang ganon. And so, um, I left home na, and I was thinking if I go home again without accomplishing anything, I will never have my self-respect anymore. Parang
Yeah.
ganon. So, pikit mata. I had 500 pesos. I stayed in, pwede ba?
No,
para,
never.
sa,
You can just move
para
fast
sa
forward
libro
to.
ito eh.
Ah, nga. This
para
is
sa,
your book.
this is my
What you
book.
can share lang, Miss Aleli.
Oo, short lang, short lang. Okay, I started my own company with the help of some friends, pero the decision to put up my own company was when I had 500 pesos in my hand, in my bag, and I stayed in a hotel. That time 96 pesos. The next day I had breakfast 36 pesos. So I said, saan ako dadalhin ito?
300, ano na lang, 70 na yung natira.
Gano'n. Kaya ano talagang, pikit mata talaga, eh. But it was good because, ano lang, parang, utak lang. Yung para I had to go through saan dapat pumunta, and, I had to defy a lot of mga ng ex-husband ko, yung lahat ng mga rules and regulations niya. so that I set up my own company and I called it AVP. Ano na nga ba yun? Aggregate Ventures Philippines, but it's also Aleli Pansacola, because I realized I had to renew myself. Parang ganon. So, parang inilagay ko na sa isip ko na this is the time that I have to be the real me. Parang ganon.
Wow. And that was your first business.
My first,
Daila, was it the first business you set up?
no, this
Daila
is,
is your.
Daila is my last business.
Oh.
Daila is my last business that became my mission. And so I've been at it for more than 30 years, and yeah, it has really made me so happy.
Yeah. And for
Yeah.
everyone who don't know Daila yet, Daila is a multi-awarded organic company, and they're very well known mas abroad than in the Philippines. And I think
Yeah.
your friend Agnes Prieto is joining us. And at the back, you can see some of their products. Ayun. But how was that journey? So you were in business for many years also. What is it like to be a woman and an entrepreneur in the Philippines?
Ah, mahirap kasi during that time kasi hindi pa ang mga women ngayon, a woman is expected to have their own life and to have their own business even if they're married, and then during that time hindi, yes, double standard pa rin. I remember yung unang business ko kasi yung 500 pesos na business was computers, mga computer parts, IBM machines, yung mga ganon. And so it was funny because when I went to the States to look for the things that I needed, mga computer parts ng IBM, we went to the embassy to ask for help because I didn't know anything about the US. That was my first trip. Tapos meron dong mama na nagbabasa. Obviously,
Yeah.
yun pala yung kinuha nung embassy to help me. But he was nagbabasa, and then dumating ako, kasama ko yung consul, and then he said, "Oh, consul," sabi niya, "asan yung pakikilala mo sa akin?" Sabi niya ganon. And
Yeah.
then sabi ng consul, "Oh, here, this is Aleli Pansacola." And he looked at me, yung bang parang nagtataka. Yung eyes niya, "Ano? Babae?" Ganon.
They're not used to women
Yes, babae.
entrepreneurs.
Oo, parang, ano naman ito? And ano talaga, it took a while for him to realize na I was serious. Ganun.
And
Wag-
yeah, and you were also green before people were ready to be green. You're into organic products, you're into herbal products, pero it's just something that people are opening up to now.
that was after na. Kasi nung una, when I had to take care of my children because my ex-husband left and left me the children without anything. I had to learn how to make money in 24 hours. Ganun baga. So, I yung business na nandun na ng business actually nung ex ko, uh, that was the only thing that I know kasi I hear him talking about it, and then
Mhm.
there was a time na actually kinuha ko because he was going to close it, so I asked him na can I continue it. So I continued it for mga 4 months before he took over again, dahil I think he realized that na magaling pala ako. I could continue
Yeah,
I it's sad, but that's reality. He wanted me to fail. He didn't want me to succeed. Parang,
succeed.
o sige, sa'yo na itong business na ito because alam niya na hindi ko kaya. Eh, nung kaya ko na, teka, teka, magaling yata ito. Parang kaya niya yung business. So, ginulo, and I
Yeah,
had to leave and I had to set up my own. Parang ganon.
right.
So, oo. So yun ang unang ginawa kong business. But then of course, the exciting story in my life is that there was a time when he left and left me the children, and I had to cope with the um, with the daily na kailangan nila, pangangailangan ng whole family. So I was
Yeah.
mother and father. It was very difficult. And then afterwards he came back, and then he took all the children away. That is the most exciting part of my life because hindi ko alam kung paano ko nalampasan yun. When I think
Wow.
that, oh my God, how did I survive that time? But somehow, yun, that was when the community came to my life because in the darkness of that time, inopen yung Mount Banahaw. My sister brought me to Mount Banahaw and dun ko na-discover ang a lot of, aside from the normal, there were also a lot of AB normal. Alam mo yung AB normal. And so, again, that was another exciting part of my life. Kasi much later, as yung pagka-entrepreneur ko doon sa green kasi parang came as an answer parang ganon. Uh, but I was already in the community by the time. Kasi what I found in Mount Banahaw were the wonders of herbs.
Yeah.
And itong traditional healing modality ng mga
Mm-hmm.
Filipino, which is hilot. So there I met this guy who was a chemical engineer, but he was a practitioner. He was also an albularyo. And
Mm-hmm.
the beautiful thing about it, it's he was able to explain to me first in scientific language, and then after that in layman's language, the wisdom of the albularyo. Parang
Mm-hmm.
I was so old when I realized na scientific pala itong mga ginagawa ng albularyo. He
Yeah.
talks about entropy and enthalpy. Ano yun? The rate of chaos. Yung mga ganun scientific, ano, eh, I had, parang, it was new to me. Pero,
Yes.
maganda kasi when he translated it to layman's language, then I could understand. Na
Right.
parang, nakakatuwa. Kasi even ano ba ito? Bago kasi sa akin yun Lahat bago Like for example, 9 kinds of diagnosis. Yung mga
Wow.
ganun na, yung tao dumadating pa lamang,
Uh-huh.
binabasa na paano siya maglakad, ano yan, kinikwenta nila yung sa head against the torso, against the legs, ganon. Bakit mas
Yes.
malaki yung ulo niya, yung mga ganon. And then
Right.
titignan nila yung skin. Malapit na itong magka-kidney problem kung hindi niya aayusin. Yung kisap ng mata, malapit na itong magka-heart problem. Dapat there's something wrong with the heart. Pero
Yeah.
pagdating na, sa shaking the hands lang, alam nila mataas ang uric acid mo.
Wow.
Yung mga ganun ba? Ah,
Yeah.
so,
He doesn't
talaga,
need lab and
ha?
X-ray and all those things.
Wala pa yun. That is the physical lang. Kasi later merong entry point ang healing He explains it. By the way, we wrote a book together. Uh,
Yes.
I think it will be, well, nasa second printing na kasi the first printing naubos na.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have already a second printing. I don't know. I will
Yes.
ask tomorrow whether it's already in the bookstore.
But
Pero
it's
it's
available on Amazon, Mommy Aleli.
Oh, it is still sa Kindle yata, available
Yeah,
din.
it's available.
Oo. But
Hilot.
yun na pero that's all basic pa lang. I wanted to write the more advanced, but siguro that
Mm-hmm.
will have to wait kasi dami-daming mga problema ngayon na sino-solve.
Oh, where is that coming from? You're solving environmental issues, you're solving problems with health, you're also solving livelihood, 'di ba, with Dahlia Herbal Community Enterprises. And also now you have a farm, you're solving the food security problem, you're solving a lot of issues.
Ano naman sa akin kasi 'pag may problem, may solution. 'Pag walang solution, hindi na yun problem. Ay kaso I
Right.
see solutions in everywhere, in everything that I do, in every problem that I encounter, merong solution Kaya lang kung
Yeah.
minsan hindi aware ang tao na
Yeah.
yun pala, lalo na if the problem is themselves, ang
Right.
hirap nun kasi yung looking inside is harder than looking outside.
Right.
'di ba? Inside
True.
yourself and outside yourself, mas mahirap.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Sabi nga nila nung ang God daw ay anong tawag nito, nagpaulan ng grasya, yung the biggest grasya daw was hidden where you cannot find it. And it
It's
is in
inside
your
you.
heart, inside you. Kasi
Wow.
hindi tayo tumitingin sa loob. Most of the
Pe-
time we look
yeah.
outside.
Pero Mommy Aleli, you're also the one who brought PSI to the Philippines. So you're one of the proponents of personal growth.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, here.
I
How
think
is it
PSI has
connected?
written.
Personal growth and then your journey.
Okay. I went to the States and then I took PSI in the States. That's
Yeah.
anong tawag ba nun? People synergistically involved.
Yeah.
Parang 1 plus 1 is 3. Instead of 1 plus 1 is 2, 1
Is
plus 1
to.
is 5. Parang
Yes.
ganon. And when I took it, I said, this is what the Philippines need. Positive thinking, goal setting. And it was so good because it was experiential.
Mm-mm.
So there were a dozen people there, graduates, who wanted to bring it to the Philippines. And there were also a dozen graduates here, but hindi natutuloy yung pagkaka-organize. And so I
Yeah.
said na, sige, they were meeting there all the time. And I was coming home, so I got the telephone numbers or the names of all the graduates. And when I came here, I called them up and we started meeting until we were able to realize the first seminar here.
Mm.
And because it was values formation. So at that time naman, we were already teaching Hilot and Herbal in the barangay. That was the time,
Mm-mm.
parang parallel yun eh. And so, dito naman sa Hilot and Herbal, we were asked kasi to give a seminar to the mga barangay health workers and all the
Yes.
people who were interested. And inano ko, parang uh, we decided yung aking kapartner dito and me, we decided na sabi ko, gawin natin 2 days. The first
Mm-mm.
day is values formation, the second day is the technology because the way we live our lives affects our health.
Right. Right.
Diba? Kasi yung mga magagalitin, yun ang mga nagkaka-heart problem. Yung mga
Mm-mm.
kuripot, yung mga yun ang mga nagkaka-ulcer. Yung mga ganon.
True.
So, the way we lead our lives affects our health. So, ginawa namin na 2 days, and wow, ang daming nakagusto because ginawa din naming experiential. At that
Yes.
time, inadapt kami ng PIAF, Philippine Institute for Alternative Futures, with
Mm-mm.
Junicalaw. Junicalaw has not been given enough recognition, but he was a mentor to a lot of people. I think he was the first, ano ba ito? Green guru here in the Philippines
The
because he was the
Philippines.
one who started Haribon Foundation and all that.
Ay,
But
wow.
anyway, inadapt kami and so at least we had help na even in organizing and we got parang lumaki kami pero talaga nung time na yon it was uh, sariling bulsa. Sabi nga namin, were you working under a foundation? Sariling bulsa foundation.
Foundation.
And then, malalim na, teka, paano ba ito? How can we, kasi noon parang what we realized later on was we weren't thinking of the money. We were so enamored with what we were trying to do, helping
Yes.
people, changing people, that we forgot that we needed money. Ang maganda sa PSI kasi, they teach about the four wheels of life na
Yes.
parang kailangan balanse. Yung
Mm.
iyong material needs, yung iyong spiritual needs, yung physical needs mo, and your emotional needs. Kailangan
Yes.
balanse yon. And so, afterwards, sabi na, oy, teka, hindi, mahirap pala ito kasi we realized that there were so many things we needed to do, but we were not sustainable. So, dun pumasok ang
Mm-mm.
livelihood.
So that's when Dahlia came in, when you realized you weren't sustainable.
Ay, yeah, kasi we
Right.
were teaching hilot, and then we were telling yung mga members ng inorganize na namin Association of Traditional Health Aid Givers, that's ATAG. ATAG is also the Tagalog word for offering. ATAG, anong ATAG mo? 'Di ba? Ganon, pag merong
Yeah.
fiesta, oh, magbigay kayo ng inyong atag, parang ganon. Hatag sometimes, or atag.
Mm-mm.
And so, inorganize namin yon, and then ginawa namin na everywhere we go, sa mga barangay, we would set up a butika sa barangay, which is a herbal garden. So, sa bawat barangay na pinupuntahan namin, nagtuturo kami, merong maghihilot, merong nagda-diagnose, merong marunong manguha ng herbs, marunong magtanim, marunong mag-packaging, para that's buo na. It's a whole clinic. And we were
Wow.
successful at that time in some places in Batangas, with the help of Dodong Mandanas, yung mga ganun, Marinduque, with the Reyeses, gano'n. We went to Tarlac. We were even brought to Kidapawan. Hanggang doon nakarating kami. So, ang
Mm-hmm.
ganda. But then, I was telling them, of course, na sige, magtanim kayo ng mga herbs. Eh,
Yes.
lumapit sa akin na isang member na naturuan namin. Sabi niya, Madam, kasi madam ang tawag nila sa akin nandoon eh.
Mm-hmm.
Madam, sabi niya, paano namin pagkakakwartahan itong mga pinatatanim niyo sa amin?
Mm-mm.
Eh di, parang ano ako, parang na step back ako kasi we were teaching them values na
Mm-mm.
important, yung wag kang magnakaw, wag kang tumanggap ng lagay,
Yes.
magbayad ka ng utang, yung mga gano'n. And then when he said na, ah, paano natin pagkakakwartahan, na-realize ko meron palang isang sakit na hindi namin na address. And that
Yes.
was pneumonitis, no money. So, paano yan? Wala na, ano na nga ba ang pwedeng pagkakwartahan so
Yeah.
that yung mga tao nga na paano ka magpa-practice ng values kung wala kang pantuition ng anak mo, wala kang
Mm.
pagkain kinabukasan,
Right.
birthday ng anak mo, wala kang ipahanda, parang ganon. So, nag-isip nga kami, ano bang pwede sa mga herbs?
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, sabi ko, essential oil. Nag-research ako. I didn't want to go into tea because iniinom yun mahirap, baka mamaya malason or something. So,
Yes.
hindi ko yun, hindi ko yun pinuntahan. But then,
Mm-hmm.
sa research ko, nakita ko, wow, ang dami nating herbal plants dito sa Pilipinas. And na-realize ko, we were importing a lot of herbal essences.
Mm-hmm.
And the Philippines is a tropical country and anything grows here in the Philippines. And yet, isa pang nakita ko, our biggest importation ay yung citronella oil.
Mm-hmm.
Ano ba
But
yung
we have a lot
citron?
of citronella here.
Exactly. That's why I said na why are we importing citronella oil when citronella grows anywhere?
Right.
Parang bakit? And excuse me.
It's okay po.
Uh, and sabi ko nga, uh, bakit tayo nag-i-import ng langis ng halamang damo?
Mm-mm.
Galing sa damo, citronella is a family kasi yon ng grass eh.
Mm-hmm.
And then nakita ko yung mga iba pa na ini-import natin, yung ilang-ilang, we have the best variety of ilang-ilang. And yet, wala tayong, nag-import pa rin tayo ng ilang-ilang. Wala tayong farm ng ilang-ilang. I found out that patchouli, which is used as a fixative for all French perfume,
Mm-hmm.
na galing sa Indonesia, sa India, sa lahat ng mga ibang countries, Afghanistan especially, eh dito pala
Yes.
sa Pilipinas galing ang planting materials. That is what we call kabling or
Yeah.
kadung. So, parang nakakapagtaka, no? And then, especially aloe vera, uh, in the States kasi, in cold countries, ang aloe vera nilalagay sa greenhouse. Pag malamig, inaano nila, nilalagyan nila ng heater. Pag mainit, nilalagyan nila ng cooler. Dito, kunin mo yung aloe vera, putulin mo, itapon mo, pag umulan, tutubo.
Yes.
Ito, bakit wala tayo na ganyang industry? Up to now, I was talking nga to ito sa agriculture, nasabi ko,
Yes.
we're also always focusing, tama naman, mag-focus tayo sa rice, sa corn, sa mga tinatanim na kailangan ng lahat ng tao. Pero hindi
Mm-hmm.
nakikita kasi na ang essential oil is a huge industry that will make money for a lot of people in our country. Parang
Mm-hmm.
it's good naman ngayon, good news pala pati na gusto ko i-share kasi I think the Department of Agriculture is waking up to that idea because there's 50,000 hectares that they are planning to convert into oo. So
Wow. And
kung
and this will help a lot. You mentioned this will help a lot of people, diba? This 50,000 hectares.
yes, kasi nga ang iniisip namin no, ang pinag-usapan namin is to plant citronella there. But
Yeah.
then when we went there, we went around the area, no, nakita ko ang dami doon mga aromatic plants. So actually, it's not even citronella that that we can plant there. Even without the citronella, we can harvest the aromatic plants.
Plants there. Yay. But you also have a farm here in Tagaytay. Can you tell
That,
us more about Daila Farms?
ah, Dyla Farm is my haven. It was a
Mm,
gift actually. It was a gift from God. Kasi it was not
yes.
in my dictionary. Parang wala. It's just that we went there. I was trying to help a friend who
Yes.
was a cancer survivor. Tapos ginawa namin distributor namin. So I go there and we talk and I'd help her na parang to realize how she can earn money. And then sabi niya, Tita, baka ako mag-close na. Sabi ko, bakit? Kasi I'm spending too much already on the store. He's from
Mm-hmm.
Davao. She's from Davao and yung kanyang nagka-cancer siya because of their business which is fertilizer. So she
Mm,
could stay in but she got well. She was getting well. And so sabi niya hindi ko na yata kaya kasi she was parang spending money for her residence, 20,000 something. And then
yeah.
nagtayo siya ng store so she can have livelihood, 20,000 something. And
Yeah.
of course, meron pang food, etc. Tita, hindi ko na yata kaya. Sabi niya, but there is a farm nearby. Sabi niya,
Mm-hmm.
parang gusto kong kunin kasi magkano lang ang rental because it was an empty lot. Ano? So,
Yes.
tara, tara, tingnan natin. Eh, alam mo naman ako eh, kahit ako Miss Tara na Club, eh, parang ganun. Salad ka
Very
rin,
open.
very open. And so when we saw it, ay nako, I fell in love with it. And siguro the first time I saw it, I was already seeing it in a different light. But then we
Mm-mm.
decided, sabi namin eh, o sige, kunin natin kasi hati tayo sa rental. Sabi
Yeah.
ko, pagtayo tayo ng hot mo, hot ko. And then we had another friend who said, ako rin, pasali. So, tatlo
Mm-hmm.
kami na, if we divide the rental and we put kubo there, it will be so, unang-una, we were just thinking na going there on weekends and,
Yes.
some place to cool off pag pagod ka na sa Manila.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just plant and yung ganun lang weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend home. But then, when we started muna organic garden. So
Yeah.
we were planting sus Mariosep, ang ganda nga sana, enjoy nga sana kami. But we will harvest, pag-harvest namin, Punta kasi kami sa Manila, meron kami 10 kilong kamatis, 5 kilong pechay, 4 kilo. And then pagdating dito, I have to call my friends and to offer them and to deliver. Nako, sabi ko, teka, nagigi ako maglalako. And so sabi ko, hindi pwede ito. So we built, the first one is a bamboo house. I am inviting all of you to come drop by sa farm because now you have seen it. You also fell in love with it.
Yes, I have. Yeah, yeah, I'm supposed to stay here for just a few months, but I feel I'm staying longer.
uh,
It's so beautiful.
it's so beautiful, but also it's not only the ambience that we have created. It's also ngayon, inaayos namin yung mga tao, ano ang mga businesses nila na ginagawa doon so that they can earn, so that parang it feels good that you are also helping the people. And then yung mga workshops and seminars that we are starting there, it's growing, it's growing. It was hard, eto na naman, may challenge naman. It was so hard because nag-erupt ang Taal. And
True.
so, wow, ang dami namin, ganyan kakapal yung lahar sa bubong. And so,
Mm-mm.
yung mga ibang bubong ng mga hut namin ay natanggal. We had to change it. We had to clean up the whole place. It took a while. And then, nung maayos na, sabi ko, wow, makaka-start na kami. Biglang nagka-COVID.
Yeah,
So,
that's
lockdown.
true.
Ilang tayak lockdown. And then, ay, eto na naman, parang na, ano na, gumaganda na, gumaganda na. Tapos biglang nagka-typhoon. 3 typhoon na sunod-sunod. Tapos
Eh,
ayan, yun namang mga malalaking bubong ang nasira, natanggal. So we had to do repair na naman. And
yeah.
then nakakatawa nga, so for a while, wala, repair lang kami. So we weren't thinking na, we were just, parang naging naming hobby na parang create tayo ng artwork. Anong gagawin natin? Oh, ang daming mga kawayan. Sige nga, ayusin natin yung kawayan naging chimes. Parang ganon. It was
Nice.
funny because meron akong nakuhang yung bottle ng Perrier water in the
Yes.
neighborhood, sa neighbors basura
Mm-mm.
ng neighbor ng bahay ng anak ko, di kinuha ko, dinala ko doon. I had it made into a chandelier. Tapos, merong isa kaming bisita, nakita niya, sabi niya, "Uy, ang ganda nito." Sabi niya, "Kailangan mo pa ba ang, ang bote?" Eh, ako naman, "Yeah." Sabi niya, "Ilan ang kailangan mo?" "Ito, ilan ang dadalhin mo?" Aba, dinalahan ako ng 4 na truck.
Wow, that's a lot.
4 na truck na bote. Kaya, oh my God, sabi ko, what will I do with this? So that's when in-integrate namin yung bote sa mud house. Gumawa
Yes.
kami ng pavilion, yung wall ay ginawa naming bote. Ginawa namin sa parang sa mga gardens. If you go there, you will see it. We use
Yeah.
the bottle.
And
Oo.
it's really a sustainable community. If you come here, they have organic chicken, they have a vegetarian cafe, they have a farm here, so they're moving towards food, parang farm to fork, and they're growing mushrooms here. So you'll see a sustainable community here at Daila Farm. So
Again,
at least that's the
solution.
vision, diba, Mami Aleli?
Problem solution na naman yon. You know why? Eh, wala kaming business for 4 years. Anong
That's
gagawin
true.
namin? Eh, etong mga tao, hindi mo naman pwedeng paalisin. Hindi mo rin naman pwedeng, anong tawag nito, walang tao. Kasi it will fall into
Yes.
disarray. Walang mangyayari pag walang magtatabas, walang mag-aayos ng mga ano. So, ginawa lang namin ng flowers, flowers, decorating, all the time. Ilang taon yun, 4 na taon. And then we said, ay, hindi pwede ito. We have to earn something. That's why we tried yung free-range chicken. So,
Yes.
ngayon, meron na kaming free-range chicken. Ewan ko ba naman, everything that I tried to do na may lumalaki, I don't know, it's a special blessings ng Diyos sa akin.
It's your
So,
gift.
nakakatuwa nga eh. Tapos ngayon, yun, dami na namin free range chicken. So, we're talking about parang I don't wanna say changing the industry kasi, yabang naman. How can you do that? But
Yeah.
the commercial chicken kasi is so unhealthy. It is
Mm-hmm.
so unhealthy that I had friends na noon, I had a friend who had cancer ng
Mm-hmm.
uterus. Ano. And then, nung nagkwento siya sa akin, sabi niya, I was ay, ano kasi siya parang dean siya ng college na malapit sa Malacanang. And sabi
Mm-hmm.
niya, for 2 years, every lunchtime, I'd order one of the chicken na, fast food chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, sabi nga niya sabi, ang sarap-sarap nun. Alam mo, tingnan mo yung ilalim ng pakpak. Sabi niya, ang lutong ng pakpak. Pero tingnan mo yung ilalim, pag inopen mo yun, merong yellow na fats. Sabi niya, nandun, lahat na hormones nandun, lahat ng mga yung food na
Oh.
itinuturok sa manok, sa feeds nila, nilalagyan ng carcinogenic na used oil, yung mga ganon, all the
Yes.
chemicals that they are putting there so that they are harvested in 28 days. Ah,
Mm-mm.
parang napaka-unhealthy talaga.
Yeah.
And yet, alam mo, mahal ang free-range chicken. Pero actually, hindi dapat eh. Kaya
Mm-mm.
what we are planning to do, sana may tumulong sa amin kasi medyo mahirap na napakalaking negosyo, no? But we have talked to some agriculture from Mauban, kung nakikinig siya,
Yes.
na sabi namin, nagbibigay sila kasi ng free ng mga chicken. Pero sabi natin, again, i-organize natin yon so that ang mag-aalaga ay mga farmers na kasi tingnan mo, um, ito sa yung mga chicken na nandiyan sa market ngayon,
Mm-mm.
hindi ka puwedeng magnegosyo nun 'pag wala kang, pera for 10,000 chicken, 'di ba? Kasi contract farming. So, kailangan marami, malaki. So,
Mm-mm.
sino ang nakaka-afford nun? Yung mayayaman lamang. Pero yun
Mm-mm.
nga, nandun ako sa livelihood. Bakit ako nasa livelihood ngayon? Yung realization ko, paano natin maaayos ang ekonomiya natin when sa pyramid ng ating society, yung mga mayayaman nasa taas.
Yes.
Kukunti. Pero sa ibaba, ang dami. Pero sa ibaba, walang pera. So,
Mm-mm.
how can you ever solve it? So, the idea really is to inject mga adrenaline dun sa ibaba, livelihood, mga small livelihood programs so that the people
Yes.
there can have money. And then, ang economic natin, aandar. Hindi ba?
Yes. Yes.
And then, pag may pera sila, they can buy. Ang nangyayari ngayon, yung mga kapitalista, they make more money because they import. Itong bansa natin, nakikita ko ngayon, problem. Pag may problema sila, import ang kanilang
Solution.
susunod. Oy, nako, kulang ng bigas, import ng bigas. Kulang ng feeds, ng corn, import ng corn.
Mm-mm.
Recently, nakita ko, narinig ko na naman, nag-import ng poultry. Bakit natin ginagawa yan when we are a very, we are a very rich country? Not
Yes.
only in terms of natural resources, but even our people, yung galing ng mga tao natin sa skills, even yung mga technology, ang gagaling natin. And yet, bakit tayo nagiging importing country? Naiintindahan ko, for example, Papua New Guinea is importing because walang, hindi magagaling.
Resources. They don't have resources, and we don't have. Yeah.
Exactly, but we have everything. We have
True.
everything that we need. Our people are being exported because they're good. Ay, pero
Mm-mm.
bakit tayo nag-i-import? Yun na, palagi natin sinasabi, we have Erie. And then ngayon, we are importing from those countries that have sent their people to study in Erie. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're so fortunate that we have people like you who are helping us think of these things, and they're like shaking our point of views na parang oo nga no, pwede pala. Pero Mommy Aleli, what I'm seeing from you is that every struggle, every problem, palagi in your life ha, palaging may solusyon. And sometimes, at the point na parang, ito na parang, I don't think there's a way out. Parang sometimes when parang the most challenging situations actually push you. So,
Mhm.
I guess this is my one of the last two questions. What's your message for women and even for men who are struggling finding their identity or going through a lot of challenges, especially at this time? Yes.
Sa
Special,
akin
yeah.
kasi
What's your
wala
message
ng
for them?
sa buhay ko kasi nawala na ang men at nawala na ang women. Parang
Mm-mm.
pareho na yun. I have done so many things that only a man is supposed to do. And I have
Right.
done so many things that are not supposed to be ano ba yun? Parang wala, we are above everything. Parang we are, I don't wanna say we are souls, we are spirit, pero we have bodies. Pero parang the world is so ang hirap anuhin, eh, parang ang laki ng mundo hindi natin nakikita, ang dami nating limitations. Gaya sa
Yeah.
farm, you notice ano, wala kaming baka. Palagi kong sinasabi doon noon kasi yung mga tao namin, maraming tao na pumupunta nagtatrabaho sa Dylan, sa Dyla Farms, no?
Yes.
Not necessarily nag-stay for a long time because number one, we cannot really afford to pay malaki. But then
Yes.
yung lahat na pumupunta doon, when they leave, mas marami silang alam than when they come.
So
Parang yeah, I told you about this girl na when she came wala siyang ngipin, ang dami niyang kuto, pagkatapos yung kanyang buhok ano, and then the first thing I did ay punta ka sa dentista. Wow, nagpalit ka agad yung kanyang ano.
true. Yeah.
Oo. And then afterwards yan, tinuruan namin maligo, malinis, magano. Tapos mamaya nung umalis siya, parang ng artista, model-model na siya. And she was
Mm-mm.
sa mga Airbnb, palagi siyang mention as napakagaling. Yung mga ganun,
Yeah.
we had a carpenter na who was coming in and out kasi wala siyang pamilya, nalulungkot siya. Pag nalulungkot siya, uwi sa brother niya, babalik na naman. Ngayon, he's still with us and ano, ang ganda na ng ano niya. Parang
Yeah.
ganon. Pero, yung mga nakikita ko nga na problema doon kasi ay maraming mahihiyain. Parang, ay ma'am, baka. Sabi ko, anong baka? Baka magalit sa akin, baka nakakahiya, baka sabihin ko yung mali, parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Until I put my foot down, wala ditong baka. Hindi,
Yung pala yung baka na
physically,
wala.
we have 3 baka. Meron kami
I
3
was
baka
looking
doon.
for the ano.
Pinadala ko sa ano, sa Quezon. We had 1 kalabaw, pinadala ko rin sa Quezon kasi wala ditong baka. Ayaw ko nung
Yeah.
baka. So,
Right.
wala kaming
So,
baka.
yeah, everything is possible, no, Mami Aleli? Parang ganun yung mindset mo. Lahat posible.
At saka yung sa akin ay positive lang. Marami kasing tao na um, prisoner ng kanilang ego, prisoner ng kanilang limitation sa self-esteem.
Yeah.
And kung minsan wala tayong magawa eh. Wala tayong
Yes.
magawa kasi sometimes talagang napakahigpit ng kapit nila sa kanilang mga especially emotional problems. Ano?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily true kasi yung mga nasa outside na nakikita natin eh. Parang yung sinasabi nila na, "Ma'am, ah, magagalit sa akin 'pag ginawa ko ito."
Yeah.
Bakit? Ako kasi si bakit eh, bakit? Bakit mo
Yeah.
sinasabing magagalit? Kasi ganito, ganito. Bakit hindi mo i-try? Parang ganon. So,
Right, right.
always, I always push them a little, push them. And somehow, I don't know, you talk to the people in the farm and they will tell you, they're happy there.
They are, they are. Actually, that's
Diba?
the first thing I felt. Like I haven't the farm is really huge. It's 2 hectares of green and space. But I told Mami Aleli, pagpasok ko pa lang sa bamboo house, which is a few meters from the gate, Sabi ko, oh my gosh, I found my place. Kasi you sense it. You sense the happiness of the people already just coming in the place. And what I love here is that Mommy Aleli gives people a chance to explore what they're good at. And
Yes.
because I love it that yung you're a partner here in the farm. You're not a worker or a laborer. You're actually a partner. And that's what you'll feel from everybody. So I'd really like to invite you. I'm actually here. I'm at Mommy Aleli's house broadcasting here at the moment. So that's how it feels like na parang pamilya ka na. Part ka na ng pamilya eh. I'm just here for a few days initially, but I'll be staying for longer. So I hope you can I guess we can talk on and on and on about it, but it's different unless you come here and experience it. So I guess our message for you is to come over at Dahlia Farms and experience sustainable living, living with a community, and actually it's also a healing space, no, Mommy Aleli. Kasi di ba the first one, your friend who first started Daila with you was had a was a cancer patient and she got well by being in the farm.
Yes, yes. And we had also, in fact, nakakatuwa nga kasi I have three elders already who are, yung isa, ay, lahat sila naka-wheelchair, no? Pero,
Mm.
ano nga sa akin, na can we stay in your farm? Kaya sabi ko, teka muna, paano kaya yun? Kasi hindi ba, magpapagawa ako ng bago na namang mga hat doon. Kasi I don't know. But I think like, for example, hope. There are many farms kasi all over the country that we
Yes.
can transform into healing farms or livelihood farms. Ang dami
Yes.
kasing mga possibilities eh. Yung what happened to Dyla Farms, I wasn't thinking of it that way eh. Wala
Mm.
eh. I just fell in love with the place and I just wanted to be there. And
Yes.
we were three na very good friends na very happy na we were there every Saturday. So parang akala namin hindi na kami magkakahiwa-hiwalay. Parang
Mm-mm.
gano'n na isa. Pero just like, it always happens to me. Like for example, sa family ko, parang yun na nga, parang I had my family, so happy with them, and then kinuha. So,
Yeah.
nawala, kinuha ng tatay nila. So, parang
Mm-mm.
later I realized that God took away my immediate family because I had to embrace a greater family, which is the community. So, napasa community ako. At dito rin, we were three very happy together and I thought it
Yeah.
would end. But God somehow took them away and now I have the family that I have now in the farm. And it
Yeah.
has made me uh, more creative. Uh, Ngayon kasi pag sinasabi na, ano ba yung Dyla Farm sa'yo? It's my expression.
Mm-hmm.
It is the expression of my creativity. Kasi tingnan mo, pag pupunta ka doon, yung mga makikita mo doon are not outside eh.
Yeah, and this is where I found floors na painted. This is the only place where you can find painted floors and hand painted floors at that. Ha? And it's really Mami Aleli who would paint the floors here.
Kasi,
Pero yung nag-weed
kasi,
ng grass sometimes.
kasi mahal ang ang tiles. Mahal ang tiles sa tinayin namin. Pero makikita mo rin, we have a lot of art now coming from broken tiles. Di
Yes.
ba?
Yeah, we have that too.
Like for
Yeah.
example, yung bahay na yan, we call it the yellow house.
Yes.
Meron ngang pumunta dyan na sabi niya, gusto ko ng bahay na ganitong ganito rin. Sabi niya, Lely, magkano ba yung ganito? Kasya na bang 2 million? Sabi ko, pwede na pagkasyahin. Pero ang totoo, siguro mga 380,000 lang ang nagastos ko dyan. Kasi yung mga walls dyan are mga pallets galing sa customs na yung pang ano ng ano bang tawag nito yung para sa import export ay kinuha
Yeah.
namin, na namin. It's beautiful the way it is. Pagkatapos yung mga tiles doon, makikita mo may design, may
Mm-hmm.
kahoy, may,
Yeah.
di ba? di naman natin makita yung tiles ngayon dyan. But it's because somebody owes me money and gave me yung wooden planks, but he gave me only 187 pieces. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to compute and make a design so that it fits. Kasi sayang naman pag sobra, sayang din
Yeah.
naman pag kulang. And then makikita mo yung mga tiles na nandyan ay ilang klase.
Yes. Pero it
Because
fits, ha? It fits even
it
if they don't
fits.
match.
It's so funny nga eh. It fits kasi uh, it's just the way that we make it, we design it. Pero pag titingnan mo, ay, ang ganda no. Alam mo kung saan ang dining room? Kasi ibang design ng, ng floor ng dining room, di ba?
Yeah.
Pag, actually, walang ano yon, walang harang.
Yes, no
It's
division.
open, but you see na, dining yan. Even from the floor, kita mo na dining room yan.
Yes,
Ito
yes,
kitchen,
yes.
kasi from the floor, alam mo, iba kasi ang tiles doon.
It's so beautiful how you can see the usefulness of something that's not useful. Like if you come here in the farm, there's a lot of bottles that has been transformed into benches. You'd see bamboos that has been transformed into chimes. Ang galing, no? How, sana lahat kami magawa yun, Mommy Aleli. Sana we
Stay,
can see the beauty in
stay in
things
the
that we
farm.
find.
We will have workshops. We are
Yeah.
there to teach. Palagi kaming, palaging, hindi ba, that's why we told you about ano ba yung mga pwede nating ituro dito. And we welcome those who have uh, mga wisdom to share or
Yes.
skills to share and they have no place. Dahil Farms is open. Parang whatever will help people, we will put in Dahila Farms.
Oh, wow. So there, everyone, you're invited here.
Yung mga love ng mga tao as it should be. Parang ano ba yan? Hindi naman, ang love naman, hindi physical lang. Ano? Ang
True.
love naman ay talagang
You
ano,
give it.
without expecting anything in return. And it feels so good. It feels
You,
so good when I create something, kahit na, well, lalo na pag napapansin, mas
yeah.
lalong pag, pag
Yes, yes.
napapansin, the act of creation itself is so, ang saya na. Pero pag napapansin, lalong masaya.
Yeah. And then we can see that. We can see that in your face. We can see that in your aura. And we would love to keep you, Mommy Aleli, but it's nearly an hour. And so
Oh my
how can
God!
yes, we're done na. Pero you have a radio show para every Wednesday, 'di ba? So they can keep on connecting to you. Can you please invite them?
We have in Veritas 846 Radyo Veritas. Every Wednesday from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, we are there sharing our knowledge, our wisdom, sharing skills, and whatever. We are trying to create a marketing scheme that will give livelihood to a lot of people. Hindi pa kami ready ngayon. We're just opening the way to to that kind of marketing, pero we'll get there in time
Yeah.
soon.
So yes, so you can catch Mommy Aleli Radio Veritas. That's 1:30 to 2 o'clock every Wednesday. And you can visit us here. Us talaga. Because I'm here also. At
Yes,
Daila Farms, Tagaytay. So yeah, hopefully you can
resident
come
on
here. Yeah. So there. Mommy Aleli, last question. Parting words for
yes.
everybody. Men and women watching you right now. And who
Uh-huh.
will watch the replay also.
Again, what did you say? What
Final
is?
parting words for everybody watching now and watching the replay.
Marami akong messages eh. Yung main message ko ngayon, kasi I'm into livelihood right now, is that
Yes.
walang karapatan ng kahirapan sa Pilipinas.
Oh, that's
Number one
beautiful.
yun. Kaya what we're doing, hopefully, sana nandyan na nakikinig si Secretary Dar because we're going to have a meeting with him about
Yeah.
Zambales and what we are going to do with 50,000 hectares there. But yun, sa livelihood, walang karapatan ang kahirapan sa Pilipinas. Sa mga tao na problematic, walang problema na walang solution. Pag walang solution, hindi yun problema. Ganon. And for
Yeah.
everybody, life is so beautiful. Do not waste your time on negative thoughts. Do
Yeah.
not waste your time on yung mga relationship issues. Yung mga yan, it comes and goes. It's part of our life. But in the end, don't worry about money issues. In the end, we don't need it.
Yeah.
We don't need it. And the daming mga opportunities everywhere.
Mm.
Kaya farms, we can talk.
People are echoing what you're saying. Yes, walang karapatan ang kahirapan sa Pilipinas. Yes, yes, yes. Diba? Ang daming yes doon. Apat na yes. Yeah, so would love to keep Mommy Aleli, but it's really time to go. But thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Bro is saying your story is super inspiring. You should come here in Daila Farm. You can see it for yourself how inspiring the community Mommy Aleli is building really. Kasi parang this is like a demo of what she's doing in different communities in the Philippines. So that's the number. And also, you can visit Daila Herbal Community Enterprises. They have organic soap, organic shampoo, and that's
And
the mobile and email.
wash
And
up
yes,
the alternative, the 100% plant-based alternative to alcohol, disinfectant, Lysol, etc. Bleach.
hydrosol, di ba, Mommy? Aleli?
Hydrosol. Oo, here,
Yeah.
here. Ay,
Yeah.
here. Yan.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm using that instead of,
Oo,
yeah,
kasi
lalo na at this time. It's not, hindi siya mas, parang, it's not so strong as alcohol. I couldn't find the word. It's very gentle, very gentle on
you
your
can
skin.
even spray it on yourself. Sarap.
So
And
there,
yes, it
everyone, visit
was
us here at
virus.
Diala Farms, and we'll see you soon. Sabi ni Mami Alali, life is beautiful.
Yes,
So
it
there,
is. Well, there's no question.
yeah, life is beautiful. So
Okay.
that's it, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you, Mami Alali, for being with us. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye,
Yeah.
everyone. See you
Okay,
soon.
goodbye.
Good
Great life
night.
to all of you.
Good night. Bye.